What's up, y'all? Welcome back to week 4, 5, 6, I don't know, somewhere like that. Another week of hot takes where y'all say what you gotta say, what's on your mind about Real Madrid and Barcelona. But listen, bro, I didn't get to watch Barcelona, right? And tonight, I'm gonna sit down once I take my little baby, when it's time for him to sleep in probably like an hour. I'm gonna take him. He kind of sleeps on my chest right now because he doesn't really like going in his bed. He's spoiled. So he'll probably just be sleeping on my chest. What I'm gonna do is go back and watch the full Barcelona game. I want to watch from beginning to end, kind of see how they played, see what I see, and it's what I enjoy, right? I just sit on the couch watching games that I missed. I also want to go back and watch Manchester United versus City because I missed that game, so I want to go back and watch that as well. But we got my boy RMCF, bro. Okay, man. Fan account hits me with Valverde is the worst midfielder out of all the starting ones at Madrid. That's got to be a Barca burner account. That's got to be a Barca burner account. There's just no Valverde. You think Valverde's the worst? Honestly, even if he has a bad game on and off, I don't think it's a big deal because they didn't pay a lot for him. But at the end of the day, I think he's y'all's best midfielder. I love Valverde. I ain't gonna lie. Next one up comes in from my boy AM. It says everyone was being a bit reactionary with Barcelona opening 3 games of the season. Transfer drama, 3 difficult away games, a 6-0 victory at home. Listen, this is what I do want to say. I don't think anyone should ever react crazily, in my opinion. Anyone should ever react crazily to a beginning of a season. Because the beginning of the season, it doesn't matter how good you start. It matters how good you end. Barcelona has a lot of things that they have to clear up. The truth is this. The only thing, and this is not me overreacting, Barcelona still hasn't fixed that defense. And when you play against very, very good teams, when you match against Mbappe, when you match against players like Salah and the Dembeles of the world that they're gonna meet in the Champions League, will that defense be able to hold up? That's my only question mark for Barcelona. And I've been saying it every single video. I don't question their midfield. I don't question their attack. I do a question sometimes whether Marcus Rashford should be playing more or not really playing more, how much Marcus Rashford should impact the team, how much he should be involved in the team. Should he be a starter? Should he not be a starter? All these things are things that I questioned. And I think on days like today, when you don't have Lamine Yamal or Rafinha's out or whatever, I think then it's a great opportunity. It's amazing to have someone like Marcus Rashford because he's gonna provide so much to the club. But if you're taking Rafinha out to start Marcus Rashford or Lamine Yamal out to Marcus Rashford, or you're moving a position, I don't really like that too much. Next one, DPL. You never switch up on Mbappe. This the year Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or. On that side, what I'm saying to you is when Mbappe gets this number 9 down and he starts bagging in hat tricks and he starts cooking La Liga, I want y'all to stay on that side because Mbappe will be back. I never switched up, my boy. There is videos of me. I stayed on my side. I know what Mbappe is. There's certain players you never doubt, right? I don't doubt Mbappe. He's amazing. He's phenomenal. He's beastly. He's feastly. There's certain players you don't turn your back on. I ain't turning my back on my boy Mbappe, bro. He's too nice. He's too great. I don't know if he'll win a Ballon d'Or. That doesn't matter. What matters is that he is the player that, in my opinion, he said he's been. He's doing the same thing he was doing at PSG. The only difference is they're not winning as many trophies. Maybe trophies will come. Okay, and even I said, not only Barcelona has to get ready, the world has to get ready. And it's true, they do. That doesn't mean Barcelona's never going to win a trophy again. It just means that with Mbappe there, things get very, very hard, very, very complicated. And guess what? Barcelona did get ready. Are they ready for the next 4 or 5 years? We'll find out very soon. We're going to have to see how this story writes itself. But teams have to get ready because of how great Mbappe is. I still stick by that. Next one up. The refs aren't helping, but Real Madrid aren't playing well under Xabi yet. It's still nice. Why can't man read right now, bro? Why can't I? What's going on, bro? Hold on, bro. I am getting old, bro. Give me like some glasses, bro. Man can't see this. What's going on here, bro? Hold on, man. 4-4 right now. A lot of it, all of that has to do with Mbappe, with Kylian Mbappe and Goulet. I don't think Real Madrid has been phenomenal. I don't think they've been phenomenal. But in early stages of the season, it's important to just win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. It just win. You need to win. Again, we need to see Real Madrid at full strength with all the players back. We need to see Real Madrid if if they are going to go into a 5-back type system once they start getting all their players back, if they're going to remain in this 4-back, how Vinicius and Mbappe Jr. will connect with each other under Xabi Alonso. All this stuff takes time, because one thing that everyone needs to understand is that Xabi Alonso didn't really have much time off cameras to work. What does that mean? They went directly into a Club World Cup and directly into playing. When you go directly into playing and you don't have a full offseason with these players, you have to use a lot of what Ancelotti already had set. You can't go in there and just change everything overnight, because that's not how football works. So at the end of the day, this is going to take a few weeks within the season for things to really work out. For me, just to bring up my Benfica real quick, why I'm so frustrated that Benfica's already dropped points is because we have the same system. We have the same tactics, the same manager. New players came in, but it's the same people there. And the fact that you're dropping points already is a problem. When you are new to a club, just getting the results early is what's most important, because Xabi Alonso didn't really have enough time. And that's what made Flick so amazing with Barca, is that he was able to kick off the season so well last year and continue it. And yeah, they went through slumps, but they were able to fight the slumps off. And I think that just comes with the growing pains of a new manager at a club. You know what I mean? Next one from Storm. Real Madrid will win the league and be better than Barcelona only because of defense. I don't think Barcelona will be able to do much with the defense that shaky. Plus, them having potential injuries down the line might make them get knocked out of Europe early. But the one thing I will say to this is, one injury to any team and you're in trouble, right? For example, imagine Mbappe goes down for 3 months. You're going with Garcia at the striker position now. You got to go with Garcia at the striker position. And is Garcia ready to be a Real Madrid striker? He's shown the Club World Cup. The answer is yes. But can he do it in La Liga? Real Madrid is a couple injuries away from having their back line completely messed up. You've seen Eder Militao not be able to stay healthy, David Alaba, the list goes on. So any team is in trouble with injuries. Barca even more, because their defense is very shaky right now, but that same shaky defense won them La Liga pretty comfortable last year. Will it win them the Champions League? That I can't tell you, but I do know that the team is good enough to win La Liga. How far can they get in the Champions League with a defense that we don't know about yet? We'll have to see. Again, we got to see what mid-form team looks like, right? Mid-form. We have to see that, man. Next one up, man. My boy Hamza. Real Madrid still stand no chance against Barcelona. As soon as the Clasico comes around, we'll see the difference, especially in the midfield. Listen, I do think that Barcelona has a very good chance in El Clasico, but guess what? La Liga's not won on El Clasico. And this is what I try to explain to everyone. When I watch the Portuguese league, to my cousin, to my family, I always tell them, bro, it's not about if Benfica beats Porto or Benfica beats Porto. You got to win the small games. For example, Benfica dropped points to Santa Clara. Who? Yeah, Santa Clara. You didn't lose to Sparta. You didn't lose to Porto. We're 2 points behind FC Porto because we dropped points to Santa Clara. So this La Liga is going to be won if you win your games at, Villarreal, at Valencia, and the list goes on, right? It doesn't matter if you win against Atletico Madrid or Barcelona. Do you win the games away from home in a smaller stadium without your fans? Those are the games where championships are won, in my opinion. Next one, man. Everyone was busy glazing Lamine Yamal season 1. They forgot these two are new gen Messi and Ronaldo. Mbappe, 4 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. Haaland, 4 games, 5 goals. Listen, before Lamine Yamal came on the scene, everybody thought it was going to be the Mbappe Haaland show. There was even people that wanted Haaland go to Barcelona so we could see the Mbappe Haaland rivalry go on with the Messi and Ronaldo rivalry, right? There's many people that want to see that and kind of and I agree. These are the guys right now to think, and Lamine Yamal has to get to that. Lamine Yamal has to prove himself season in, season out to show that he's on the level of Haaland and Mbappe. Do I believe he is? I do believe the kid is extremely talented. I do believe the kid is amazing. Got to keep his head on, because we know Haaland and Mbappe's heads on straight. We know that. We know that they've done it over the years. But Lamine Yamal, can he get there? Absolutely. But you got to compete with them. Next one. Jess comes in and says, Barcelona is playing like a team and Real Madrid only Mbappe stepping up. So this is a good one, because this is one that if you watch my videos last year, I said very often that I felt that that Barcelona was a squad and that Real Madrid was individual performances. The truth is, lads, is Real Madrid's always going to be very much about individual performances because of how good Mbappe is. Mbappe is just levels above most players in world football. It's going to look very individual for Real Madrid because of the talent that this guy brings to the table. If you look at Real Madrid back with Ronaldo, the man scored every week. Every week you could say it was just individual performances. There was times where Real Madrid looked terrible and Ronaldo just carried. Because same with Messi. There was games where Barcelona couldn't do nothing. The difference is Barcelona's always been a team that has focused more on passing football, tiki-taka. They've always been a more organized team than Real Madrid. We know that. They've always been a more tactical team than Real Madrid. That's just facts. That's historical. That's just facts, bro. The Cruyff football, the tiki-taka, this is just what Barcelona's identity is. That's how they teach in their academy coming up. Real Madrid, not so much. So always look a little bit more like Barcelona is more of a team than Real Madrid. That's something we've always come to know. But the truth is, we'll see just who wins more, right? At this point, it's who wins more. We know that both these teams are absolutely phenomenal. Next up, Xabi's going to have one of the biggest debut seasons for a manager. The way he manages Real Madrid after that red card was amazing. Those are games that win you the league. Under Carlo, Madrid wouldn't have won that game. Madrid looked composed, confident with the ball. This is very important. Coaches that are newer to ending football recently and understanding the new locker room, understanding how to speak to the younger generation, understanding how the younger generation moves, understanding how to control a locker room with cell phones. I know this sounds really stupid to people, but Ancelotti comes from a time, and a lot of these coaches come from a time where in the locker room, it was just them, right? There wasn't the phone stuff going on, the social media stuff. Social media has changed football so much, lads. People, you care about how your image and this, you care about a lot of stuff, man. And a lot of it is a business side and influence and all this type of stuff, right? So I think that Xabi Alonso and the newer guys coming up definitely know how to deal with it better. And yes, I agree with you. Xabi Alonso dealt with that game perfect after the red card. He did that game so well. Next one, man. Enrique says Barcelona win in fashion without Lamine Yamal is their best confidence booster they could have had. I agree. I think that winning without Lamine Yamal, and I don't even think Rafinha started the game, that is something that is very important. Not only that, winning the way they won, like it just sends a statement to everyone, to the league, to Real Madrid, to everybody, sends a massive statement. My boy Luis says best Barcelona performance so far this season, but doesn't really tell us about the level of the team yet. Newcastle away will tell us a lot more. It will tell us a lot more, Luis, but it's also very important to know that if Lamine Yamal's not there for this game coming up, that's going to suck. So hopefully he's there so we can really see the level that they're at, if you know what I mean. But I definitely think that this game this weekend is really going to say a lot about their defense. Hey, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed another week of us talking about Barcelona and your hot takes and Real Madrid. I appreciate y'all. Another La Liga in the books, another enjoyable La Liga weekend. Again, I want to go watch Barcelona, but as it remains right now, after we finish this one, Real Madrid in first place with 12 points, Barcelona in second place with 10 points. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.